sunny day here in June. It is almost our summer solstice, which will happen on Thursday. And I know that we all like to keep moving and grooving out there with the sun as much as we can. So thank you for joining us. We have a classroom full of lovely people to get our workout going today. We are in center of the room version. We have 2 yellow bands, 2 foot loops, 2 handles nearby. Our wheel is unloaded in the low axle position, and it is in the front of our mat because we're going to start in the back of our mat in our Pilates V. We're going to be doing some stuff kneeling on your knees, so if you want to grab a mat or an extra thing to put on your knees, we're going to do a few things there. But other than that, we will all find our way to the back of our mat. We're going to start in our classical position. Your heels are together, your toes are apart, and we want to find that nice, our torso in Pilates land, right? We have our shoulders down, our ribs are closed, our belly button is pulling in, our legs are squeezing together, our thighs are squeezing, our knees and our heels are squeezing. That heel squeeze is really important. Let's, for 3 reps, everybody lift your heels up and down without letting them go apart. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, press them down. See if you can connect your heels to your belly. One more. And then let's remember that connection for the rest of the class, right? We have our heels, our knees, and our bellies. Let's inhale, reach our arms up. Exhale, tuck the chin, pull the belly in, round it all the way down. Keep the legs together. We're going to, from here, walk our hands out so that we find ourselves in a plank near our wheel with our heels still together. Pause for a second. Take an inhale here. Exhale, pull the belly and lift the hips up. Walk your hands back to your feet as your feet sink down. The heels do not come apart. Take an inhale down here. Exhale, round it back up. Keep the legs squeezing. Let's reach our arms to the top. And then exhale, pull the belly in. Same thing, round it all the way down. If you have to bend your knees, fine, but don't lose the heels. Walk the hands all the way out. Hopefully it can be 4 steps into this nice plank. We're going to hold it here for a second. Keep the heels together. We're going to rock back and forth, pushing forward in our heels and then back through our heels for 3. Inhale forward, keep the ribs tight, abs tight, chest tight. Last one. Heels are back, your butt lifts up. You push away with your hands, the stomach is tight, the heels come down as you walk your hands back. We're going to come all the way up. Awesome. One more time. Tuck the chin, round the belly, come all the way down. Try to keep those heels together as you walk out into the plank. You have an option right here. We're going to do 5 mini push-ups. You can set the knees right down, but don't lose the heels. Or you keep the knees up. We're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, lower. 3 inches down, then exhale, press yourself away for 4, 3. You can do them on the knees. 2, keep the chest tight, stomach engaged. 1. Pause here, and everybody's going to separate the heels and set the knees down. So if you need some knee padding, this would be the time to get that knee padding under your knees. We're going to go ahead and address the wheel in an all-4, like a cat-cow position, like we would be in yoga. So our knees are on the ground, and our hands, we really want to hold the wheel straight down from our shoulders, and our hands go nice and deep into the pocket of the bar, just like you would on the reformer. So you don't want your wrists back. You really want those wrists rolling forward so that your chest can engage and your stomach can engage. Okay, from here, we're going to keep that nice, strong feeling. We're going to go into 2 cat-cows. We're going to inhale, round it up, and then exhale, extend the chest through the tailbone. One more. Inhale, round it up. And then exhale, extend the chest and the tailbone. And now find a neutral spine. So here we are, neutral spine. We're going to do a small rollout from here. So I want everybody to inhale. And then on the exhale, you're going to push the wheel forward with your hips, sort of keeping it under your face. And then pause when the wheel gets to the end of the mat. And then exhale, tuck your tailbone and draw it all the way in. 2 more like that. Inhale, press it out. Pause, exhale, tuck the tailbone, use the inner thighs and draw the wheel in. One more time, inhale, press it out. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone, draw the wheel in. Fantastic. From here, we're going to keep going with our push-ups in our upper body. Extend the right leg back. We're going to go into our teeter-totter. We're going to go 5 on each side. Thank you, Vicki. We're going to inhale. You're going to bend the elbows, lower the chest down to the bar as the heel goes up. And you're going to exhale, press it away. Use the spring to press you away. Inhale, lift the leg as you lower. Exhale, press it up. 2 more, keep that breathing. Inhale down, fire up the belly. Exhale, press yourself away. Last one, inhale down. And exhale, press up. Nice. Let's everybody sit back into a child's pose and allow that wheel to press forward so you can get a stretch with your head and chest between your arms. Take 2 breaths here. That was a nice start. Nice start. And then we're going to lift ourselves back up into that cat-cow all-fours position. And this time we're going to do some knee lifts. So the knee lifts are really like the knee stretch series on the reformer. We're getting into managing our body weight while holding our knees right underneath our pelvic floor low belly area. So here we are in the cat-cow position. So instead of pressing the wheel away from us, we're going to put our toes down, fire up our chest and our arms, and then just lift our knees up towards our low belly and hold them here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that down. Awesome. Okay, we're going to start to put things together. So we're going to go rolling out back and forth for 5. Then we're going to lift those knees up for 15 seconds, and we're going to repeat that twice. So here we are in all fours. Your legs are kind of, inner thighs are fired up, the low belly's engaged. We're going to take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, press the wheel out. Fire up the inner thighs, and inhale, draw it back in. Pause, exhale, press it out. Find the low belly and the lats. Inhale, drop back in. Nice. Exhale, press it out. And it doesn't really matter which way you breathe. Inhale, bring it in. As long as you're exhaling and inhaling, it is the fire of metabolism. 1 more here. Exhale, bring it in. Pause. Flip those toes down. Refine your grip on the wheel. And then take an inhale, then exhale, lift those knees up. And we're here. And it's now 10 seconds. Just keep thinking of the low belly pulling the knees in and the chest staying nice and flat. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. Set those knees down. Awesome. We have 1 more set here. We're going to get a little dynamic. So this time, I'm going to show you first. We're going to go out, back in. Then you're going to take the wheel into your chest and press it over your head. And as you press it over your head, you're going to feel all of your stomach muscles lengthen out all the way through the pelvic floor. From there, you're going to keep them engaged as you bring the wheel back down. So it's kind of a nice, helpful way to lengthen and strengthen them. So we go out, in, to the chest, over the head, and back down. Let's all do a total of 8. Then we're going to go into the knee lift for 30 seconds, and then change things up. All right, everybody. Here we go. Inhale, press it out. Exhale, roll it in. Take it to your chin. On the inhale, exhale, press it straight up. We go inhale. Exhale. Inhale, scoop the low belly and draw it to the chin. And exhale, press it back up. Do the best you can to keep your chest and inner thighs, low belly fired up no matter what you're doing. And that should take a lot of pressure off the knees as well as work the inner thighs and the low belly. Keep the breath going. Inhale down. Exhale, scoop and bring it in. You can go farther out if you're getting warmer and you feel like that's safer. Just make sure your elbows stay tucked in. Keep your feet on the ground and keep them connected to your low belly. I've got 2 more here. Everything looks good. The heart rate's going up. I think I'll turn the fan on in here. I always forget the fan in the air conditioning. And then we get going. Then it gets sweaty. Okay, I'm going 1 more. And set that down. Go ahead and just child's pose for a second while I do a little climate control. Okay, and if it gets too cool, then let me know. Okay, we're going to turn around and address our wheel from a different direction. So we're going to this time sit in what would be half roll down position with our wheel by our feet. And the first thing we're going to do is actually put our feet on the bar in parallel, somewhere sort of near your heel pockets. You're going to either have your hands on the ground or in the air, scoop your belly, and you're going to roll down till your head is down, knees are bent, feet are on the bar, and your hands are just up to the ceiling. We're going to do just 5 curl-ups, just getting used to using our low belly and coordinating with our arms and our lats. So I want everybody to inhale, reach over your head so your thumbs tap the ground. Exhale, take your hands over your head, start to tuck the chin, stare at the bar, and just reach at the bar for a moment while you pull your belly in. And then take that all the way down. Inhale, reach it back. exhale, make sure the inner thighs are engaged, the low belly is engaged. Let that low belly pull down and do all that work. 2 more. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, you kind of slightly press down on the wheel. Use the inner thighs to pull the belly in. Make it shake. Work as hard as you can. 1 more time. Inhale, take it down. Exhale, we're going to curl up right here and hold it here. What we're going to do is now just inhale, lift the hands to your shoulders, and then exhale right back down to your thighs. So the upper body stays still. We just lift the hands up and reach them back down. 3 more. The belly pulls in as we reach up, and it pulls in again as we reach down. Take the torso up. Last one. And then we inhale, take the torso down. This time we're going to take our hands behind our head. We're going to inhale, curl up, hold our torso up, and then we're going to exhale, press the wheel away, maybe 6 or 8 inches, and then inhale, draw it back in, pushing down on it a little bit. Inhale, press it away, keep the curl. Exhale, pull it back in, use the belly and the inner thighs. Inhale, press it away. We're doing 8 total. Exhale, curl it up. Maybe curl up a little higher, pull the belly in, keep the elbows wide. 3 more, inhale out. Exhale back in, 2 more, inhale out. Exhale back in, 1 more, inhale out. Exhale back in, and then take the body down. Take your knees into your chest for a second. And just maybe roll the knees around. Make sure the hips are nice and loose. So when we go into our hundreds, which is next, we're going to be doing it the same style as we just did those crunches. So if you do not want to keep your hands reaching forward and bouncing your arms and your neck gets tired, you just go right to where we were, which is your hands behind your head and pushing your wheel out and back in. Alrighty, so that is the story for our hundreds today. Let's everybody reach their hands behind their head. Long arms behind your head. Take an inhale here. Exhale, curl up. Either reach the hands towards the bar or take the hands behind the head and begin pumping your arms and pressing our wheel out for inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, pull it back. 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, use your lats. 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Try each time to use the belly. Exhale, pull the belly in. 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Really push the air in and out. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And rest. Awesome. You're going to take your body down, step your feet off the wheel, and we're just going to go into a quick bridge to stretch our stomach for a second. So take an inhale here, then exhale. Keep the hands down as you press the hips up. And what I want you to notice is that your hips are going to go long towards those knees so the torso stretches, right? We're not trying to collapse our chest or our chin. We want to keep our inner thighs engaged and the torso reaching towards our knees. This is a little bit of a prep for what's to come next. So I want everybody to keep their hips up. Realize that your shoulder blades are down on the ground. Inhale, take the arms over your head again so that your thumbs are touching the back. Then you're just going to exhale, bring your hands all the way down, feeling yourself use your lats to the mat. Nice. 1 more time. Inhale, just the arms over the head. And then exhale, keep the hips lifting as the hands go down. This time we're going to inhale, take the hands up, let the hips drop. And then exhale, take your knees to your chest as you take your hands and grab onto your knees. And just take a second here. Nice. Okay, we're changing our position again. We're going to go into our swan, which we usually save for later on in the Pilates wheel story. But today we're going to start at the beginning. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick visual of where we're going today with our swan rocking. So we first have the swan prep. My feet are down, my arms are long. When I pull the bar back, my stomach is engaged and my shoulders are down. When I push it away, I actually pull my stomach in and push away with my chest. So that would be the prep. We pull in and we press out. Second, we're going to do that for 5. Then we're going to stay up here. We're going to do a tricep, pull and push. This is like the pull-push-to bar on the reformer or the Cadillac. So we go 5 of these. Then we go into swan rocking where our chest goes down and our feet go up. Then we draw the wheel in, our chest goes up. Then our feet go up, just like we would regular swan rocking. We're going to do that for 5. Then we're going to walk our hands off our wheel and sit back. We We are probably going to do that 2 times before we go into the next move. So, everybody, if we can find ourselves lying face down, we're reaching nice and long onto our wheel. We're pressing down onto it. We're engaging our lats, and our neck is very free, as usual. Our stomach is pulling in. Our feet are staying touching on the mat for now. We're going to take an inhale here, then exhale, draw the wheel back towards you with straight arms, lifting your chest, and then inhale, pull the belly in and press the wheel away. Exhale, draw it towards you. Pause to the top. Inhale, pull the belly in, press it away. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Awesome. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, lift it up. Pause. Find the stomach again. Inhale, pull the wheel towards you. Exhale, press it away. The upper body stays very still. The triceps and the lats are working very hard. And the neck is all the freedom. 2 more. 1 more. Leave those arms extended. We drop the chest, lift the legs, and then we pull the chest up the legs. So down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 3 more. Long arms, strong belly. Last one. Excellent. Extend the wheel out. Walk your hands off and press yourself back into child's pose. Really nicely done, everybody. We're going to do that 1 more time. We're going to only do 3 preps. We're going to do 7 tricep extensions and then 5 up and down rocking. You don't have to remember any of that. Just jump in here and come along with it. All right, our heart rate's up a little bit. We're going to keep it that way. Our chin is tucked, our arms are long. Our belly is pulled in. We're going to inhale, draw the wheel towards us. Excellent. Exhale, press it away. Just 2 more. Inhale, really pull your lats and find your belly. Exhale, press it away. Last one like that. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your elbows towards you for 7. Every time you pull those elbows in, you lose your lats and triceps so much that they're ready to press it back out. For 2, 1, keep the arms extended. We have 5 rocking. We go down with the chest, up with the legs. Inhale up. Exhale, legs go up. Inhale, chest goes up. Keep the arms long and strong. 2, 1, and step your arms off and walk yourself back. All right, we have worked the front and the back quite a bit. Time to add some bands and some handles on so we can do our leg press series and keep working more things. All right, you guys, so we have 2 yellow bands today with us. What we're going to do is take the 2 yellow bands and your 2 handles. You're going to loop. You're going to take one side of the yellow band and loop it through that triangle part of the handle, and fold it over so it looks like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to clip both of these to 1 tab on the wheel, so it looks like that. And then you're going to do it on the other side, so that both sides look even. Okay, from here, once you get yourself set up and both clips are on 1 tab, everything is sort of straight. Everything's cool, perfect. Alexis, you can look perfect. All right, guys, we are in half roll down position again in front of our wheel, and this time, if you are 5'4" or under, I want you to grab the nylon bands and not the handles. And if you're 5'5" or over, I want you to grab those handles instead. So I had the nylon bands, everybody knows. We've experienced both things. All right, guys, we're going to go into our leg press series from here. So I want your arms long, your head is down, your tailbone is down, your stomach is down. Everybody take a big inhale, and on the exhale, make your chest press you into the ground. Your chest and back press you into the ground. Then you're going to pull your belly in, and now you're pressing your whole spine on the ground. And from here, just slightly arch your back by pushing your tailbone in, and now you are in a perfect neutral spine that is really stable and holding your body in place. Aside from that, you're getting really good posture work. So we want to keep this position. This is an excellent Pilates posture, neutral spine, anywhere we go, especially with this exercise. All right, leg press with our butt on the ground. So our feet are on in parallel. They're hip-width distance apart. My knees are going to waggle for a second so I make them stable. They're nice and magnetized. I'm going to take an inhale here, then I'm going to exhale, press the wheel away from me so it gets nice and tight, and then I'm going to inhale, draw it back in so it's at a tension. So the difference, we're going to keep going back and forth. The difference here between the reformer, obviously, and this is there's no frame. So you yourself have to kind of be your frame by pushing evenly and pulling evenly with your muscles. And so this on the ground is kind of like a movement study. You're like feeling where, if one leg pushes harder, if one shoulder blade pops up more. Do 2 more on the ground and just kind of feel where you are. Try to keep using your inner thigh and low belly to correct things. And then keep the wheel pulled in nice and close. We're going to go back into those hip raises, but we're not going to let anything move except for our hips. The wheel is going to stay steady, our arms are going to stay long. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, pull the belly and press down on the wheel. Let the hips get really long, the head stays down. Get to the top and then inhale, steamroll your body from under your chest, under your chin, pulling the belly and closing the ribs so you get to the tailbone, and then we exhale right back up. Keep the hips going long towards the knees so that your waist gets nice and long, it's a good stretch, and then you're going to drop it down into the articulation, which is almost like a reverse ab move, really nicely stretching your back and also working your pelvic floor against gravity. Exhale up again, lengthen, 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 lengthen while you close the ribs, and then inhale, roll it on down. We're going to do 2 more. We're going to stay at the top of the second one. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, make sure the inner thighs are steady, lengthen all the way up. Inhale, take it down, keep the head plastered down, top of the shoulders, never lift up. And then here we go, exhale, press it up. Stay up here. If you want to put your butt down to do the leg press, you can. Otherwise, you're going to exhale, straighten your legs out while your hips stay up, and inhale, draw them back in for 9. Inhale and exhale, use your breath. Use the strength of your lats and your triceps. Use the raising of your hips and the closing of your low belly to stabilize your legs. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, pull the belly in, and roll the body on down. If you have the nylon straps like me, switch your hands to the handles. We're going to go into some half roll-ups. So our knees are going to stay bent just like they are. Our legs are not going to lengthen out. From here, I want you to hold your handles in a bicep curl type position so your palms are facing you, your elbows are bent. We're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, tuck the chin, and then curl your torso just up to your legs. You're holding the hands in that bicep position. And then inhale, lengthen it all the way down. 4 more just like that. You can use as little or as much of the handles as you want. You can lengthen those arms and barely use them, or you can really use your biceps and shoulders to help that torso get up. 2 more. Tuck the chin. Exhale, pull it up. 1 more. Exhale, come on up. Stay here. You're going to turn the elbows, turn the hands that face each other. Pull your hands and elbows behind you. Lift your chest. Exhale, push the wheel away. Inhale, draw back in. For 8, use your belly to scoop in to get out of the way so those knees can come in. We have 5. Keep pulling the elbows back and the hands tight so that your chest is engaged and your back is engaged. 2, 1. You're going to bend the knees here. We're going to slowly fire up the belly and let go of the hands forward. So now you have to really stabilize with that low belly. From here, we're going to set our hands down and try to pick one leg at a time up into a nice teaser position. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's set the feet down for a second. We're going to go to a bonus inner thigh crisscross. All right, hands are down. One leg up at a time. Either stay here or turn the legs out and actually switch from the low belly and the inner thighs. We have 8, 7. You can put your hands down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now with control, find the bar, find your handles. Back to bicep curl position. Take it all the way down. Okay, we're going into our next set of leg press series with our feet turned out. So we're lying on the ground again with our torso. We're in the Pilates V position, heels together, toes apart. And our heels are basically on the bar. You're either holding the nylon straps or the handles. And we're going to, keeping our butt on the ground, we're going to press our legs all the way out and then draw them back in for 10. And I want you to notice muscularly how when you press out, your legs go from the outer thighs to the back of your thighs to your knees, and then back up when you bend them in. It goes from your hamstrings to your quads, and then back up into your inner thighs. That becomes important once we lift our hips up or we add our toes. 2 more out here. 1 more here. Keep the knees bent in. And now we're going into those hip raises. So take an inhale here. Exhale. Keep the heels together. Keep the knees apart and squeeze your hips up in the air. Inhale, take it down. We have 4 more. As soon as you hit the ground, exhale, press up. Do not let the knees waggle. They stay turned out. Keep the heels glued together. Your heels are that inner thigh and low belly connection all together. One more here. And then stay in the air. Decide if you want to keep your hips up. We're going to put them back down. And we have 10 leg presses. Exhale, press out. Inhale, take it in. See if you can get all the way to straight legs with those heels and legs squeezing together. Meanwhile, your hands are down and your chest is nice and lifted. Keep your pace up, but don't go so fast that you lose control. Keep those hips constantly lifting. We have 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Bend the knees and take the hips down with control. Perfect. Okay, guys, let go of your handles for a second. We're going to return your position around. And we're going to change up our setup for a second. You're going to take off one side of your yellow band, and you're going to slide the handle down to the end, and then just attach the handle on nice and long. So you're going to do that on both sides. So that you have two long bands and handles kind of sticking out from there. So we're going to start with using the wheel in this position for some side arm work. So I'm going to sit with the wheel is on my right side. The little area with the clip is kind of right above my knee. And my right hand is going to go onto the wheel to start to manage it. So if the wheel is on your other side, it's totally fine. You can be on the left side, no big deal. As long as you have the wheel, the hand that's on the same side of the wheel is going to hold that clip. All right, guys. The next thing you're going to do is take your left hand or the hand on the opposite side of the wheel and find that sort of the colored band area. And if you want more tension, you would slide to the red, to the black area. So we're going to find that nice colored band area while we hold our wheel steady with the other hand. And we're going to drop that elbow down and keep the hand up. So this is our starting position. It's a little bit tense, right? Where our torso has to be engaged, our elbow is slightly engaged. From here, we're going to take an inhale to prepare. We're going to exhale, extend that arm all the way out to the side. Inhale, draw it back in by bending the elbow and trying to focus on your lats and your outer shoulder. So you're going to exhale, tuck that elbow in, and then press it out to the side. Nice. We have 8 total, which is about 4 more from here. Shoulders are down. Feel the stomach get tight as you extend out. For 2, and then hold it out here. We're going to do little circles. So we're going to go down, back, forward, and around. So both sides of your torso have to keep everything steady. Both the side holding the wheel and the side holding the band. 2 more this way. 1 more this way. Excellent. Let's go in reverse. If you can, maybe you have a micro bend in the elbow, but keep it fairly straight. Really feel your torso manage the band and the wheel for 3, 2, and you're going to just let that go. Shake that out a little bit. And we're going to go to the other side. I'm going to actually turn around facing the other way. Now the wheel is on my left side. My left arm is holding right up near the clip area so I can stabilize. My right arm is going to grab the colored band area or a little bit down on the nylon strap. My elbow is tucked in and my hand is nice and high. I'm going to take an inhale, prepare, then I'm going to exhale, extend that right arm away from me. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, press out. Inhale, take it in. The whole time you're keeping your lats down, your ribs engaged, and you're using the back of your shoulder blade to extend that wheel. That handle. 4, 3, keep the ribs closed, shoulders down on both sides. 2, and then we stay out here. We go into our circles. I like to go down, back, and up. First, you with my lower body. My hands are going to be facing up and extending forward and slightly pressing up. So I'm in this sort of active position, but I haven't quite started moving. Your lower body is not going to change. You're going to exhale, press the hands up towards your head, and then inhale, lower them down for 10. You're going to notice as you press your hands up, your low belly has to start working harder, and you really fight to keep the shoulders down. So it's a great workout in your belly in a long and strong way. 4 more, and a lot of work with the shoulders and lats, even a little inner thighs. 2. And last one there, take it down, shake it out a little bit. We're going to go into our circles, so do little stirring circles. Our hands are facing up. We're going to start them in close to our body. Our elbows are down. Our hands are kind of at our chest. We're going to keep pressing up on the bands. We're going to extend them out, and then we're going to press out. We're going to send them forward, then out and around, and then tucking back in to finish the circle. We go 8 in each direction. Inhale, extend, exhale, circle it around. The whole time your chest is lifting while your shoulders are dropping. Nice. Good breathing. Breath equals more metabolism. 2 more. 1 more. Shake that out. We have the other direction. If you want to switch your feet so that you feel more balanced on the lower body, this is a good time. Okay. We have our hands tucked in. This time we go out, forward, and then drag them back in. Remember to keep pushing up on them as you're moving them around, especially as you're scooping around that corner. You really want to get as much chest and lat muscle in that as you can. And then you get that little bit of a bicep squeeze as you pull the hands in for 3. You guys are great. 2. 1 more time. Awesome. Shake that out. We're going to do 1 more set of lifting and lowering of the hands, this time with them facing down, so that other leg gets some work too. Okay, here we are. Very, very, try really hard to keep those shoulders down and the ribs tucked in. Doesn't matter how high your hands go. We've got 8. Here we go. Exhale, hands up. Inhale down. Use your low belly. Push into the wheel. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to stay with our standing wheel for 1 more set, and then we're going to go switch things around to our legs. So this time I'm now standing in front of my wheel. It is behind me now. We're going to do simple serving the tray with our arms forward, then we're going to do shoulder press, then triceps, and then single arm triceps. Again, never there will be a quiz. You don't have to worry about remember anything. It's just so you know where we're going. Okay, this time I have my left foot down. My right foot is on the wheel behind me with my knee a little bit bent. And you can kind of decide how bent or straight you want that knee, depending on how you feel today. But same thing as when you were standing forward. It's pressing down, you're pressing your foot down into it. We have our arms reaching forward with a tiny bend in our elbows. We're going to exhale, send our hands towards our forehead, and then inhale, lower down. We're going to do 9 more. Exhale, press the hands up. Inhale, take them down. Try to keep that small bend in your elbow. Your spine is nice and long. You have a small bend in the elbows so that you can work your bicep from insertion to origin. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Super awesome. Step off, shake everything out. I'm going to switch my feet for the shoulder press. So I'm going to keep my right foot on the ground. My left toes are going to go on the wheel. And this time my hands are going to go into like a classic shoulder press position where my elbows are out. From my shoulders, my hands are like in a goalpost position. We're going to, from here, exhale, press the hands up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower them down in your lats. 9 more. So as you can kind of feel, it's more about the lowering down than it is about the pressing up as far as you're stabilizing. So lowering down, really use your stomach. Really use your inner thighs. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Excellent. Let that come down for a second. Step off, shake it out. Decide which foot you want to go back to or just keep switching feet for the triceps. We're going to do our triceps in the diamond finger style. So when we come up, we're going to do 4 fingers and thumbs. They're going to come bending here and extending, right? This is the first move. The next move is just single arms. You can just do 2 arms at a time if single arms gets a little crazy. All right. Back Steady your legs, bend your elbows, and then exhale your hands over your head, and then inhale, bend them back down. So the elbows stay pretty steady in space, while the hands go from the back of your head to sort of over the top of your head. 4 more here. You can decide now, bending your arms. Let's do 3 on just the right. Exhale, extend the right, and then inhale, bend it back down. So obviously the thumb and forefinger come apart. 1 more on that side. I know I said 3, we'll make it 4. Now switch hands. The right stays bent, the left goes. Excellent. Everybody, extend their arms out to the side. Bonus 4 tree hugs. Take your hands out, and we're going to go. Exhale, close them together. Inhale, open for 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Shake that out. Forget all about it. We're going to take ourselves onto the ground. We're going to switch out these handles for footloops. Do a little sideline leg series. Take our axle back up. Do some leg springs. And then maybe finish it off with a little series of 5. Right? It is Pilates class. You can't do enough abs in Pilates, and it's June. It's almost our summer solstice, so you cannot do enough fun stuff that you're outside and moving well. Okay, guys, so put the footloops in. You're going to take the fabric, and you're going to fold it in half. Then you're going to open that carabiner and slide that fabric right inside there so it gets nice and tight. Then what you have is a low axle and some long yellow bands and some footloops coming off. So we're going to do sideline today here. I'm going to start with my right side over the top of the wheel, not touching it, not laying on it. And my right leg is on the ground. My left leg will be on the top and inside that footloop. My left hand is going to act like my stabilizer. You can either hold the top of the wheel, you can hold down by on the foot bar, but whatever it is, your top left leg's extending nice and long off of your hip with your chest engaged and your other arm down on the ground. We're going to start with a lift and lower for 10. We're going to inhale, lift up, exhale, lower down. So there's just a little bit of tension on there, just enough to keep your leg kind of awake. You're pressing down on the wheel, and your elbow and shoulder are nice and engaged. Awesome. You're not dumping into the side. 2 more. 1 more. Excellent. From here, we're going to go double kick to the front so we'll get nice and loose. Then you're going to go double kick to the back where your abs and stomach have to control the band. Inhale, inhale to the front, exhale, exhale to the back. 6 total. And nice. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Pause. 6 circles in each direction. They're going to be bigger than the wheel, but not too huge. Inhale forward, exhale back and around. They're enough so that you can catch that band and have to do some work with the hamstring on the back side. 2 more. Don't let the chest collapse. 1 more. And then reverse inhale, back and up, exhale forward and down for 6 and 5. Find the belly as you go around the corner. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Let's turn our foot out. We're just going to lift and lower it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Let's bend that knee over the other one and just hover for 5, 4. Collect the belly. Find your glutes. 2, 1, and set it down. So, to transition to the other side and get a little stretch, you're going to sit up away from the wheel, kind of cross the legs, lean forward for a moment, get a little hip breath, and then we're going to turn ourselves the other way. So I had my right side down, my left side is now down, my left leg is on the bottom, and my right leg gets the pleasure of the foot loop and the band, while my right arm stabilizes the wheel. So here I am nice and lined up, my foot is really long and extended off the hip. We start with our lift and lower for 10. Inhale up, exhale down. Feel like you're resisting gravity going down, and you're using the length of the band to help lengthen your stomach and almost get a stretch right through your glute. For 3, 2, 1. Pause, and now we have kick, kick to the front, kick, kick to the back. Inhale, inhale forward. Exhale, exhale backwards. So we have a loose leg, and then we have that spring to catch. And Your stomach always works, either with your hamstring or your hip flexor. 2 more, inhale, inhale, and exhale, exhale, last one. And here we go, circles, not too big, not too small. Inhale forward, exhale back. Make sure they're big enough so that you have to really stabilize your torso and you have to catch your glutes on the back end. 1 more to the back. Pause and reverse, inhale, and then exhale. Use your stomach to navigate when you get in and out of tension. Keep your shoulders in place. 3, 2, 1 more. Keep the leg long, turn it up. We have 10 pulses up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then it's a clamshell where it almost seems like we're resting, but we're not, but we almost are. For 2, 1, and set the leg down. You're going to do the same thing. We're going to turn away from the wheel, cross your ankles a little bit. Get a little breath in your low belly, in your hips. Your low belly will get a breath in a second. Okay, moving right along, we're going to keep our long bands on with our foot loops, and we're going to take our axle to high axle position and go into our leg spring. So, what we want to do is take our hub and the wheelbase and turn it over so it looks like this. Then you're going to grab your handles, one right, one left. The right goes toward you, the left goes away from you so they're nice and loose. Then you're going to pull them out. While they're out, drop that bar down along the track until it gets to the bottom, and then retighten the handles. And then you have, and make sure it's all stable, and then there you have your wheel on the high axle. Okay, I'm going to turn around this way. We're going to be lying down with the wheel behind our head, actually. I'm going to just come around. You look like you got it, people. Got it? Yeah, cool. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so this is like leg springs on the Cadillac, except we're not holding on to the bars, because there's no bars. We're holding on to our wheel. And because we're holding on to our wheel and it's attached to us, we get the extra benefit of working our upper torso, our upper shoulders, and our abs. So how we get into this is we roll down in front of our wheel, and we make sure we have one hand on it so we don't bump ourselves in the head. You're going to take I like to take my right hand with my left strap, and then put that left strap on my left foot. Then I switch hands. My other hand, my right hand will hold the wheel, and I'll try to put my other foot on so that I eventually have my arms extended behind me overhead holding the wheel down. My legs are up, and for now, let's start with our feet turned out, our heels together. Stay there, everybody. All right, Hughes, I'm going to shift you so that you can lengthen that wheel without ready. Oh, yeah, cool. Okay, hold on. So now straighten your arm down. See, perfect, awesome. All right, let me just get this clean out of the way and here some balance. Yes. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, our heels are together, our toes are apart. So you can feel the tailbone down and the heels together, and you can also feel how that's a little bit of work. Everybody over here looks great in those outer thighs. So that is not going to change. Here we are in this nice turned out position. What we're going to simply do from here is lengthen our legs and lower them down halfway, and then inhale, lift up through the legs, back up. Exhale, press down. We're going to do this for 6. Inhale, lengthen as you lift up. So what you're doing here is really feeling your upper lats and your shoulders hold the wheel down with your upper abs, and your low belly is managing those legs while the heels are together. One more like this, and then we're going to go into circles. So you're going to press down, you're going to go out to the sides, control it, and then back up and together, out of tension. Inhale down, exhale around. Feel that low belly engage. Feel your shoulders and upper belly have to engage. You're going to go 2. You might have to time it with your neighbor, with your open and close. And then you're going to stop at the top and reverse. You're going to inhale, open. Exhale, bring the legs together at the bottom. Squeeze the inner thighs and heels and zip them back up. You want to make sure you get your heels together and keep them together as you're breathing. The arms are really active, pressing the wheel down. We have one more here. Let's keep our heels together and let's press down to about 45 degrees. We're going to keep on this plane. As we inhale, bend our knees towards us, keeping our heels together, bless you. And then exhale, pressing those heels out and away, kind of on that lower plane. Inhale, bend them in, keep the heels together. Exhale, use the inner thighs and press away. Inhale, bend. We're doing 8 total, which is 4 more here. Really reach through those heels, squeeze the inner thighs and close the belly. So you get this really long, engaged feeling. It's like ultimate Pilates, lengthening and strengthening. 2 more. 1 more. Keep your heels extended. Make your feet parallel now, and you're going to just do this sort of little scissor kick, like almost like a little walking step, maybe not a little one, a biggish one. So here you are, your feet are passing back and forth in parallel past each other. You're navigating your upper body of the wheel. So now you're going to take these little steps, and they're going to start to walk down towards the ground, and then they're going to walk back up to 90 degrees. So 3 times you're going to try to keep managing your feet and your upper body and your low belly as you walk those feet up and down, lengthening and strengthening. 1 more trip. Down and back up. Excellent. Bring the feet together, turn the heels out again. Press down like we were going to do the frog kicks. But this time, we separate our feet about about 1.5 foot. You're going to keep that plane, and we're going to do our frog kicks with our heels separated. So it's almost like doing a squat in the air, like a wide squat. Really bend in deep into your knees and then extend all the way out on that low plane. Maybe you should go a little bit lower if you feel like you're not quite challenging your low belly and inner thighs area. 2 more, keep it wide. 1 more. Excellent. Bend the knees in. We're going to take your foot loops off. Just put them to the side, but I want everyone to keep their hands on the wheel. We're going to do some rollovers or some hip lifts, whichever you are better at these days. So we've got our hands on the wheel. I want everybody to take their legs up to 90 degrees. And if you can, try to straighten your legs by pulling your belly in and planting your tailbone down. So that scooped area where your belly is pulling in and you're planting your tailbone down is where you're going to find your strength for your hip lift or your rollover. So you're either going to just take your hips up and then back down, or you're going to take them over your head to over the wheel, hold for a second, separate your feet, flex them, and roll them back down. So it's either hip lifts for 6 or rollovers for 6. I'm doing rollovers. Here we go. Inhale, take the feet over. Separate them, flex them, pull the belly in, roll down, keep the head down, keep the wheel down, bring the feet back together. Inhale, take them over. Separate the feet, flex them, roll down, really keep the shoulders down, pull the belly in, get that stretch. Bring the feet together, pull the belly in, and inhale, take them over. Separate the feet, flex them, pull the belly in, drop from the shoulders, and really roll down. This time, keep those feet open. Inhale, take the feet over. This time, close and flex them, and drag those feet right over the wheel, right over your face. Keep the arms long, let the tailbone come down. The feet open again, pull the belly in, use the hips to take the feet over on the inhale. Close the feet, flex, exhale. Lengthen through the lats as you pull the belly in all the way down. 1 more time, separate the feet, inhale, take it over. Close the feet, flex, pull the belly in. Draw yourself all the way down. Excellent. Bend your knees, plant your feet, set your feet on the ground. We're going to take it right into our series of 5. Actually, look up towards your wheel and just unclip your final bands, those bands that you have on, and just toss them behind you or out of the way. You don't need them anymore. Okay. We have knees bent, feet planted. Our wheel is behind us. Right? Right. Everybody take a nice good grip of your wheel behind you over your head. Fire up your lats. And then exhale, draw that wheel right over your face and over your chest. Perfect. From here, take your knees into your chest like you'd be in tabletop. And then we're going to bring the wheel, axle, and your knees together. So we have this nice little tucked in position. We're going to return to this position a lot in our series of 5. This is kind of our home base. In this series of 5, you can decide to put your head down or keep your head all the way up. Just don't have your head in a struggling kind of middle area because it's not good for your neck. All right. For series of 5, our first is our double straight leg. So we're going to inhale, tuck our chin and stare at our inner thighs. For the next 5 reps, our arms and legs go apart from each other, and then they exhale, the shins and the wheel meet each other, and the head stays up. So whatever you're going to do, take your head up or keep it down, and here we go. Inhale, extend the arms and legs. Exhale, draw the shins stretch. So let's go ahead. We can either sit in a stag position, or you can sit in a cross-legged position. You can sit on something on your butt. It doesn't matter. We're going to be stretching out the side of our body and doing a little turning on our back. So I have my wheel on my right side. And you want to make sure you have a little bit of room to move. So I have my wheel on my right side. I have my right arm on the wheel slightly forward of my shoulder so that I can manage it correctly. And what I'm going to do is just inhale, reach my left arm up as I roll my right arm out to the side, just pressing down on it and just getting a little stretch, keeping my opposite hip down. Then I'm going to take an inhale here and then exhale, press down on the wheel, restack my torso, let that left arm come down. One more time like that. Inhale, reach the arm up, and then exhale, continue to reach over, 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 really nice. Take an inhale out here, and then exhale, press down on the wheel and restack. This time, you're going to just inhale that left arm up and over, and then exhale, turn the torso to the wheel so that both hands are on your wheel. You're going to take an inhale here, then you're going to exhale, push the wheel away, tuck your chin, and try to dive in between your hands. As best you can keep that hip down. You can let it lift a little bit on that right side. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, round your back as you draw the wheel in. And inhale, press away. This time, lift your head and chest up and feel like you're pulling apart on the bar as you drag the wheel back in. Pause here, take that right arm to the center. Take the left arm up and over. Let the left arm hit the ground and bend. Take the right arm off the wheel and do a nice opposing side stretch, keeping your hips down. Excellent. You can either pick the wheel up and turn to the other side, or you can spin your body around. Either way. Okay, if you had a crisscross leg position, switch it. You should have your wheel on your left side or the opposite side. Your hand is slightly forward on that wheel. We're going to inhale the right arm up and then exhale, press the left hand away, pushing down on the wheel, getting a nice stretch, keeping our opposite hip down. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bring it back in, restack the spine. Really nice. Inhale it up. Exhale over. Really excellent. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, come back in. This time we're going to inhale the right arm, and then exhale, turn the torso to face the bar. Both hands are on the bar. Take an inhale, tuck the chin, press the wheel away, try to keep the opposite hip down. This time you're going to tuck your chin even more and round your back as you drag the wheel in. Inhale, press it away one more time. And then exhale, lift the head and chest up, pull apart on the wheel as you drag it back in towards you. Then you're going to slide that left arm back to the center. The right arm's going to come up and around. The arm's going to hit the ground, and then we're